Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fighters Trading Channel video. Back again with the weekly flows for the 10th of March 2025 to the 14th of March. So today we're going to look at the charts from a broad term perspective and try and figure out how we are going to get these profits for the week ahead. Yeah. So without further ado, starting with NAS 100, what we can observe from a weekly time frame is that we have three black crows. Interesting chart pattern that we're seeing here. But the market last week closed very bearish as well as the previous 2 weeks. And we are currently sitting upon the 50 MA. So we could potentially see a bounce from there. In the past, we did have a test of this level before a push up, and it seems to be that we could see the same thing playing out. Now, that being said, our RSI is below 50 on the weekly time frame, so that is something to be observed. But going down into the daily, we can see that although the trend is very bearish, markets did close with kind of an indecision bullish pin bar. We can see markets closed at the price at which it opened. So, and on top of a support level of 19,930. Now, being cognizant of this, we are still very much in that bearish trend line, and that needs to be respected because last week we also observed the manner in which the markets closed bullish upon this trend line here, however, continued traveling bearish after that. It was just a quick liquidity grab before the markets kept going bearish. So it's clear that the bearish trend line is being respected, and in turn, we need to understand the confluences behind that. Now, we also have price on the daily time frame trading below the 50 MA, as well as price very much at the 30 level of the RSI, which is all bearish confluences. So getting back, going lower into a lower time frame, we can observe, oh, why is that not showing up? Let's just actually get this and below. Yeah, buddy. Beautiful. So going into a lower time frame on the 4-hour, what we can expect to see is with the bearish divergence we have here on the RSI, we could expect price to actually push back up, retest the level at 20,700 before going down. So we could see something like push and then a drop down below, and then a potential retest. Let's just make this boom. I actually just want to lock this in. So we could potentially see this type of directionality playing out. A push up to the 20,625 level, retest, and then a push below the support of 19,950, followed by a test and then a further push down, respecting the bearish trend line which is in play. Now we're also going to observe that price is trading below the MA here on the 4-hour time frame as well, and we could see that being tested before further push down. So adding all these confluences together, you got to read the signals. The more confluence you have to take the bearish trade, the better it is. I would actually say I would look for 3 bearish confluences with the bearish trending market. However, if I get a bullish push up, a break of this would be my signal that the bears, a break of the 20,700 level or 20,630 level will be my signal that the bulls are taking control. And from there, I would look for bullish confluences. So right now, from a weekly perspective, I will keep looking for shorts. I would look for the retracement, a retest, and then a further push down. Moving on to US 30, what we can observe here is that even on the weekly time frame, we're very much on a broad range consolidation. I'm pretty sure I drew this up here. Let's actually mark this off on a weekly and show it the time frames below. Yeah, we're very much in a broad range consolidation with price moving towards the support at 41,800. Now, I still feel that this consolidation is very much intact. We can also observe price is trading above the 50 MA, as well as price being at 50 on the RSI. So very much in that consolidative phase as expected. Now what I would expect from here is for price to move all the way down, test the support before pushing further up. So we can see that price is currently at 42,776 and it still has about 900 pips to move down to 41,800, or say about 1,000 pips. So I would be looking to short this pair as it moves all the way down. And what we can see on the daily time frame is that RSI is below 50, which is a bearish confluence, as well as price trading under the MA, another bearish confluence. So what I would look to do here, moving on to the 4-hour time frame, is I would wait for a retest of this 43,100 level, wait for price to tap there, provide me with a bearish signal, as well as potentially tap into this MA on the 4-hour time frame, which price is trading below right now, followed by further confluence of price being below the 50 on the RSI, testing that, providing the bearish chart pattern or even the bearish candlestick pattern, and then taking a short all the way down to the 41,800 level. Just to see how this plays out, what I would be looking for is something like this. Pop up, down. We could potentially see a test of support here, but my ideology is that price comes all the way down to 41,800. And from there, I would start looking for longs to the upside, to the resistance, which is at, to the resistance, which is at 43,900 or even 44,000, or it could potentially go all the way back up to 45,000 and potentially beyond as well. So I think in the short term, what we're observing is looking for shorts, which is in line with the bearish trend which we currently have in play, and respecting that bearish trend. And once we see a clean test of support here, we would look for further analysis. But of course, we would have to wait for price to get to this level first before we take further action. So this is all theoretical, but within the week, I'll be looking for shorts down to this level and seeing how it reacts to the 41,800 level. Moving on to gold, let's see what's happening in gold. Gold is very bullish. However, we can observe that the previous week, the markets closed bearish, and this week we closed very, very minusculely bullish. Now, that being said, the overall trend is still bullish. Coming into the daily, we can observe that price is trading above the MA, and then looking at RSI, it's above 50, so very bullish there. Moving on to the 4-hour time frame, we can observe consolidation factors. Now, when I say consolidation factors, I mean we have a broad range consolidation here at 2,850 as well as 2,950. And then we also have a tighter consolidation here at 2,926 and 2,897. So this puts me in a very weird position because I'm also seeing the MA is not providing us with any sort of accuracy, as well as price trading within the consolidation on RSI. I have no idea which side price is going to break up to, because which side price is going to break because there's no confirmed market directionality. We are not getting anything from our indicators. Yes, on a higher time frame, we know it's bullish, but from the lower time frames, there's still a lot of uncertainty in the market. With that being said, I'm going to wait for the markets to open before I determine market directionality. Let's move on to EURUSD. On EURUSD, let's move on to the higher time frame. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. So, on EURUSD, taking a look at the weekly time frame. Before we get into the major bullish candle which we have for the weekly, the week that closed, let's take a look at the past. I want to observe these two strongly bullish candles which we had on the week of the 10th of Feb and the 20th of Jan. Now, what we can observe is that these are two morning star signals. Am I correct in saying they're morning star signals? Yeah, very much so. And that gave us double bottom patterns on the lower time frame. But this didn't take off immediately. We had the two signals. We had a bearish week which tested the 50% retracement of the last major bullish candle that we had before the markets pushed extremely bullish. So something just to observe for the future. Now getting into the weekly time frame and seeing how bullish this market closed last week, we are definitely expecting more bulls coming into the market this coming week. Excuse me. We can also observe that price is testing the 50 MA. I do expect a break beyond this point. We can see in the past that price is just trading along the 50 MA right now, and our RSI is above 50 on the weekly. Coming into the daily time frame, we're seeing the break of the consolidation zone from last week, and with that, I am expecting a retest of the zone at 1.052. We could potentially get a turnaround before that, but retracement is definitely imminent. The reason I say retracement is imminent is we can see we are moving into the overextended region on the RSI, and price is bound to turn around at some point for a retracement. We can also see price trading above the 50 MA on the daily time frame, which indicates the change in trend towards a bullish nature. Moving into the 4-hour time frame, I've drawn this trend line, but I don't think it's valid. We need to wait for the first real retracement. But just observing what we can see is that price is trading above the 50 MA as expected. However, price has hit the 85 level on the RSI, and it is still trading within that overextended region. So a turnaround is definitely imminent. I would, although I'm expecting a retracement towards the 1.052 level, I would not be opposed to seeing where the 50 where price retests the 50 MA, and on the retest of the 50 MA, if there's a level of significance there, I'll be more than happy to take that trade up. So what I'm expecting for the week ahead is a drop potentially down here and then a push up. However, gain could potentially be on that 50 RSI, on that 50 MA. So from that, I think we definitely could expect a deep retracement in the coming days, and we could see a completely bearish week in the coming days. However, trade according to what you see. If there is a bearish trend to trade, take the retracement. There's a lot of space to trade down. As you can see, we are currently at 1.83, and we are looking to trade all the way down to 1.05. Sorry, 1.08, and we're looking to trade all the way down to 1.05. So there's a lot of space to make money there on the short positions, and I would be very comfortable looking for a short position all the way down to that MA or to this break and retest level at 1.052. So moving on to EURJPY. EURJPY on a weekly is definitely in a consolidative phase, and we can see that although it's trading below the 50 MA, that consolidative phase is still very much holding. RSI also indicating consolidation by being at 50 at this point. Coming into the daily time frame, we can see that the chart is bullish, currently pushing towards the bearish retracement line. So I would be very cognizant of this level as well, because we can see that the 50 MA is being retested at the moment, although RSI is indicating being above 50 is that further bullish continuation is potentially happening. Moving into the 4-hour time frame, we see that price is trading above the 50 MA and is also above 50 on the RSI. That being said, we also had a strong bullish candle on Tuesday at 8 o'clock, and the bullish nature has continued throughout the week. Now, with all of that being said, we can see bearish nature, bearish and bullish nature on the higher time frame. So that means it is currently a fight of the bulls and the bears. We are in this consolidative phase, so we could see a turnaround, but what we can observe on the 4-hour right now is that the bulls are in control. However, then on the daily, the bears are potentially in control. So it's a very interesting dynamic that we currently have. My bet would be to observe what is happening throughout the week and trade accordingly to what is happening on the week. It would be a prime market to take scalps over long-term trend trading. I think trend trading right now is very difficult with EURJPY. So if you do find some good scalping opportunities, potentially using trends in the lower time frame, like your 4-hour, 1-hour, that would be prime. But of course, we'll break that down in our daily market analysis. That's interesting. Where's my Bitcoin gone? Oh, interesting. They took Bitcoin off. Okay, so seeing USDJPY very much trading within that bearish channel, and we are continuing looking for short positions. Just on the weekly, we can see price below the 50 MA now, and we have price trading under the 50 on the RSI, which is awesome. Confirms our bearish theory. Price broke below the support at 149.5, and we're expecting further downside once this level is retested. You can also see it's trading below the 50 MA as well as below 50 on the RSI, which all but confirms our bearish theory. We do expect a retracement back to this level before further downside. On the 4-hour time frame, we're definitely seeing bearish nature, currently in a bit of a consolidation, but could see a push up testing the 50 MA as well as this 49 or 149.5 level before pushing further down. So yeah, definitely something to keep your eye on in the coming week. Now, I wanted to analyze Bitcoin, but I just do not see it here. And I think for this week on the weekly flows, I'm just going to keep it to these particular pairs. I think I don't want to become too overzealous in analyzing everything. I think there was a bit of over analyzing with the other pairs last week, and I just want to keep it simple. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this weekly flows video. Please give it a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you in the daily market analysis video next week. Happy trading, everyone. Cheers.